What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose and I'm back on MLB 16, the show's Diamond Dynasty mode, and today I'm going to be breaking down how to get some of these great rewards in Diamond Dynasty, because I know a lot of you guys were a little bit confused on my lineup update video about how I got this Ichiro Suzuki card, and I was trying to explain it there, but I figured it'd be better to make a dedicated video for it. Now, it's not that confusing, but I could see why you guys would be a little confused by it. So once you figure it out, it's fairly easy, but I wanted to give you guys an update just because I know a lot of you guys commented on that video wanting a video like this. So basically, this is the card you get, but first up, we got to go over to Conquest. If you go over to Play and then Conquest, you got to go here to do these ones. Now, there's a bunch of different stages. I happen to be in the middle of Conquest right now. I really am not even that far, honestly. I've only conquered, I think, 2 strongholds or maybe 3 strongholds, something like that. But I happen to get the Mariner stronghold, which is up here. You guys can see it now, with the little moose logo on it or whatever. I think it's a goat, actually, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So once you conquer a stronghold, then you unlock a new mission in the missions. So let's say we conquer the Mariner stronghold, we go over to collect and go down to missions, and then you flip over to conquer and command. That's where all of your conquest challenges are going to be at. If we go all the way down to the Mariners, just assume that it's here. Obviously, I've completed it, so it's not here anymore, but it'd be somewhere up here or whatever. But go to the Mariners, and then you have the Command the Mariners challenge. Now, I actually have the Angels challenge unlocked right now, so I'll show you guys that real fast because I'm currently in progress for it. So basically, what you have to do is rack up innings played with certain teams' players in Diamond Dynasty. So for this one, I would need to have a bunch of Angels players on my team, basically play a bunch of games and get enough innings, which this one happens to be 1,000. To get this Irvin Santana and 500 stubs and 10,000 XP, and that will actually unlock the next challenge. So if we go back down, remember that one was 1,000 innings. This one, the Command the Mariners, I believe was 700 or 750, something like that. Now I'm guessing that's because the reward is a little bit worse. Michael Pineda is only an 84, whereas Irvin Santana, I believe, is an 85. Silver to gold. So I think that's why. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys know why the innings are different. I know the Mariners was only like 700, while the Angels is 1,000 innings. But basically, the best way to do these challenges, like I mentioned, is if you want to get them done really, really fast, buy basically the entire Angels team. You could pretty much just buy silvers and lower. Obviously, your team's going to kind of suck for that time. But you pretty much only need to play like maybe 10 to 15 games of Conquest, something like that. They're 3-inning games, pretty short, but you rack up a ton of innings, and with every single player, you rack up an inning. So let's say you just create a lineup with 9, of their starters. You got their catcher, first baseman, and so on. Every single game, a 3-inning game times 9 players is going to be 27 innings. Add on top of that, if you make all your pitchers Angels players or whatever team you're going for, then you can rack up a ton of innings, really, really quickly. And it's honestly not that hard of a challenge to do. It just takes a little bit of time. That's all it is. So once you get that challenge done, like I mentioned, you get this Embody the Mariners or Embody the whatever team you're going for challenge unlocked, and that will give you an opportunity to get a great player for each team. The Mariners happen to be Ichiro Suzuki, and I actually highly recommend doing it because he's kind of a beast. But yeah, you get this by embodying the Mariners by feeding them to your Dynasty player. Now, what does that mean? Let's go over to our squad right here. If you go into My Squad and then you click L1 to go over to your Diamond Dynasty player, you can check him out. So my guy named WT Moose thought it was kind of funny. Now, if you go to Train, you can add players to him, so you can basically feed him players and make him better. Now, this is a strategy you could do if you want to use that Diamond Dynasty player. I personally don't really care. I'd rather just use regular MLB players, but you could add them to your team if you want. And basically what you have to do is, once you get that unlocked, that challenge, the embody the Mariners or whatever, you basically have to feed him a ton of Mariners players. I don't really know if I have any Mariners players, to be honest, and I'm not really going to care too much if I don't, but basically what you have to do is just add a ton of them. Now, there is a different boost for each type of player that you add. So let's say you add, let's say I was doing the Pirates or whatever, and I added Francisco Liriano to him. That would be a lot more valuable than like a common Pirate or a bronze Pirate, because Liriano is a silver. Same deal with a gold or whatever. If you feed a gold player to him or even a diamond player to him, it's going to get your percentage on that challenge a lot higher. Now, I will say you cannot get these players back. So let's say I fed Matt Adams to him. Matt Adams would be gone from my team. The card would essentially be deleted. I couldn't even use him on my team. It's not like I can't just sell him. It's that I can't even use him at all. So be aware that just if you do add somebody to your team like that, sorry, I should say add somebody to your Diamond Dynasty player like that, they're going to be gone forever and you cannot use that player again. So pretty much I just recommend adding only, bronzes and commons, maybe some silvers if they're pretty cheap. you know, because it does increase the percentage on that challenge. But you can easily get it done with bronzes and silvers. It'll probably cost you a good like 10, 15K, maybe something like that to get the player. But you know, like I mentioned, you can get great players from this. I got Ichiro Suzuki. That's obviously the Mariners reward. I'm honestly not sure exactly who the rewards are for everyone, but the rewards are fantastic overall, and they're honestly not that hard, like I mentioned. So pretty much once you get the command of the Mariners challenge or command the whatever team you're going for, you basically have to play a bunch of innings with the players on that team, and then once you get that challenge done, you'll obviously get that player. So in my case, I have Michael Pineda on my team, and I also got the XP and the subs, and then you unlock the new Embody the Mariners challenge, and you pretty much have to buy a bunch of players on that team and then feed them to your Diamond Dynasty player. Now finally, I'm going to just show you guys how to easily buy players for a specific team. So if you go to your inventory right here, and then you go to player collection, let's say I was doing the Orioles you know, Embody challenge where I have to buy a bunch of Orioles players and feed them to my you know, Diamond Dynasty player. I would basically just go down here and just find, you know, guys I don't have. So I'd find this guy, and I'd real quick, you know, just go to buy sell options, and then just buy, you know, all of them. You know, buy 10 of them or whatever. Just buy a lot. You know, I do this with every single player. Just check who's cheap and just go down and buy them all. Pretty simple. That's pretty much the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. Is just buy a ton. Now, one thing you want to be aware of, like I said, is possibly new players. Like Hyun-Soo Kim is pretty new, so he's going to be a little bit more expensive. You know, 100 subs, so that's not terrible though. I thought he might be a little bit more expensive than that. And then, like I mentioned, just be careful with guys that are, you know, golds and whatnot. Let's see, like Zach Britton's 2.4K. That's probably not good to add him to your diamond player. And also Adam Jones 6K. I'm sure Chris Davis is pretty expensive as well. So you could add guys like this to your Diamond Dynasty player, and it'll get the percentage up on that challenge, and you'll be able to do it faster. But it'll probably cost you a little bit more. And, you know, you'll obviously be losing a great player like Chris Davis, Manny Machado, whatever. So that's pretty much how you do it. That's how you get Ichiro, and that's how you get a lot of those other challenges done. Let me know down in the comments down below if that made sense to you guys. And if you want a little more guidance, then I can maybe make another video, or I can help you out down in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.